Well, there's a very good piece by Axios out today, which is talking about, by the numbers, in July, the majority of SPAC deals saw redemption rates north of 50%. I mean, about a quarter of them had redemption rates of 80%. So, David, get it $8, you say, listen, I want the 10,
You know
right?
what? Listen, I mean, we got a new one today, though, and it's a big one. We're going to have Richard Branson join us.
Really?
Virgin Orbit. Remember, this is not putting tourists into space. This is actually putting satellites into space. We're going to have Dan Hard, who's the CEO, and Sir Richard join us as the founder. $3.2 billion deal with NextGen 2. And by the way, how's it doing? All right, it's below 10 also, but it's up. You see it. They're going to raise $483 million. That includes a $100 million pipe. By the way, that pipe number is well down from the likes of which we had seen previously during the height of SPAC mania, when you'd get $300, $400, $500 million pipes potentially. Although it does include Boeing and A&E Industrial. So interesting strategic investors there that actually are in the industry in Boeing. And they're hoping to close it by the end of the year. Now, by the way, NextGen 1, we had them on. They did that last mile trucking company. It's now, take a look, though. What was the symbol there? It was Atos, wasn't it? To the point we're making here, guys, that was about $7 or so.
How much?
I think we have it there. NextGen there, XOS.
How about a longer?
XOS, yeah. See, $8. It actually went up. But that's closed. I thought that closed. I thought that deal actually closed on
So if it's
Friday.
closed, they can't get to 10 is what you're saying.
Yeah. It's well below 10. And this has been one of the key questions throughout. And by the way, there are certain provisions in this new deal, NextGen 2, this deal with Virgin Orbit, in terms of the SPAC shares, the lockups, and a lot of other things. But remember, there was not a similarity in terms of risk taking for those who bought stock at 10 versus the founder shares, who would make money to as low as 2 or 3 when you did a sensitivity analysis on a lot of these early deals. Hence, the SEC been taking a closer look. Gensler been taking a closer look. And they've had significant changes in the way that they actually go about structuring.
Isn't this piece, this vaccine hesitancy piece by Michael Semblis, the exhibit that you need to close the case that a sucker's born every minute if you do this?
Well, Semblis has a history of opining out of consensus, right?
Which makes me his favorite.
I mean,
have you seen his bluefish recipe?
No, but
I
do remember his scenarios for watching the government implode back in October.
Well,
yes,
I think he's got some actual stats here that don't lie. Stats are just one of those Mark Twain kind of stat, you think?
No, I think, listen, we've been saying this from the outset.
You've been.
Yes, that
you've been
got
critical.
to be aware of it. That there is always going to, listen, SPACs are here to stay. There is going to be a use for them, a use case for them, I think, but it's not clear, and there have been changes, but it's still not clear to me.
Well, maybe it's because of the sponsor returns.
The investor and the founder incentives are perfectly aligned.
Did you see that? The sponsor returns are up 500%, so I think what you want to be is a sponsor.
Without a doubt.
So let's go sponsor.
It's too late. We missed the window. We missed the window. I mean, but to that point, 15% of sponsors' founder shares and private placement warrants will be subject to an earnout in this Virgin deal, with 50% of such shares and warrants vesting at $12.50 and 50% vesting at $15. They also have lockups, 25% 180 days, 25% 18 months, 50% for 24 months. So, you know, at least it's got to perform for half of their shares over a 2-year period for them to really be able to sell out at a significant premium. That said, you still only have to keep it above a much lower price, well below 10 for them to make money. Off the bat, they're $80 million, right? That's what I think it was.
Well, they're all
NextGen 2 founder shares, 8.1 million shares, so 2.2% of the overall.
Well, they often have such. I mean, remember all the charging companies were so great. The battery companies, the one that David introduced to us, QuantumScape.
There's
Jack Deep.
I mean,
Every time.